What a great tune, Sugar Pie. Clear my disannals so that a guy can pick it up. So much to do in the next few weeks. Ziggy! Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of the channel. Hey, Cassidy, how are you? Yasmin, Tina, Christina, Catherine. Nice to see all you and everybody else that I might have missed. It is a Troll-A-Rama time. It's the time that generally we ask the moderators to stand down on the channel unless somebody's putting horrendous stuff on the channel. I do believe in a very high degree of freedom of speech on here. Christina's like, yay, I got antibiotics, Levaquin. Yeah, I think that's the Levaquin's the ultimate final line of defense in what you call general antibiotics. So you like a good chimpathon. How you doing, Triggered Against the Wind? Nice to see you. That's cool, Gary. Support everybody. No hate. No hate. In my opinion, you don't have to support everybody. There's a lot of people's hey, Tanya, how you doing, sweetie? A lot of things I don't watch on YouTube, but I never feel compelled to go dragging. It's one of those things in my whole time of 12,000 plus videos on YouTube. I did 2 meltdown videos, you might call them. One about Amanda May and one about Jimmy Rants. Well, I ended up taking the Jimmy Rants one down the next day because I regretted doing it. It's not my nature to be that way. And I'm not one to bat the ball back and forth. Like I said, that's cheap subs. Because what attracts people that are attracted to you because of the drama that you present aren't going to be around. They're not going to care about your other content, because what brought them there keeps them there, and what isn't there drives them away. And that's the bottom line. Thank you, Tanya. Mike Frederick, what's going on? What's going on, my friend? Hello, RB Radio. Life is too short. It really is. And we see right now that the BOYT is in flames. And I think what surprises people, some people, especially in the drama community. How you doing, Cornell? I don't ever talk about trolls or just people with an opinion. Cornell, I never come out. I never complain about trolls. What might be trolls, considered trolls in other people's channel, is just people with an opinion here in mine. Now, some people take it to real life. You can't control everything everybody does. Many of us have lived through that, especially on the BOYT here. But people are going to do what people do. I don't really have a lot, Gary. Hey, EBT. The level of hate on my channel compared to others is absolutely minimal. The number of people that hate on me is tiny, fractional, compared to the number of people that are subbed up on the channel. It's very hard to move a channel that has this many subs to affect a lot of change. People are going to be who people are. Today's drama is tomorrow's forget about it. It's not consequential anymore. People split apart. People come together. How you doing, Sister Earth? It's the nature of things. That's why I always said, if you're standing in the middle of the stream, sometimes the stream will flow around you this way. And if you get too invested that way and buy into all the people on that side, well, when the stream shifts to the other side, guess what? You're left high and dry. Because the one constant here on BOYT and in the drama community is change is the reality. One reason I've been able to keep the friends that I have for so many years, the real friends, is because I keep my mouth shut and I don't go firing away on all cannons. I'm the official historian of BOYT, by the way. Really the only person that never molds, modifies, removes videos. Everything from 2015 is on there. You can see it for yourself. A lot of this history. How you doing, Happy Meal? How you doing, Dory Lynn? Mike Frederick says, hey, JK. Mike Frederick says, beggars or addicts must hit rock bottom. Well, Mike Frederick, you know, YouTube is a really big place. And the reality is, if you're going to e-beg, your prime objective is to have an ever-growing circle of people coming to your channel. That's the key. New people coming in that might enjoy the content. Hello, Nathan. New people that enjoy the comment, that have no prior vested interest. And they enjoy the show and they choose to give. You know, we're catching a moving train here. My new friend Robert, who I met on the streets of Oakland on International Boulevard last Saturday, he's like, I came on this channel and I got no idea how to get up to speed. I said, Robert, it's like being in San Francisco on California Street and you want to catch that cable car going up the hill. Well, brother, you just got to run over and jump on it. You really don't know where the hell it came from, but you hope you know where it's going. And after a while, when you're on that car, you get to lay it to land. You understand what the route is, and you get informed. Thank you, Hal Michaels. Hey, Rosie, your class. I'm just having a cup of coffee, Tanya. This is day 16, alcohol-free for me. No worries. 16 days down, 24 to go. I will do more videos of the RV, Gary, coming up, particularly as I get closer. My top priority now, Mr. Z will be coming to town. And we need to put on the dog for Mr. Z. We might need to make sure that he has a great time. Yeah. How does it feel? It feels like crap. That's how it feels, being alcohol free. Thank you. But the reality is that once in a while, it's good to test yourself and test your resolve, test your constitution, see if you have what it takes to get control over your vices. And drinking is always something I love doing. Yeah, how you doing, Lynn Russell? Staying clear of all the nonsense. A lot of people are. I have an RV in the sense that I have a van. You can go back and see the videos. I had 2 regular RVs, and now I have a van that I converted, comfortable sleeping in the back. Plenty of understorage. I cook for myself when I'm out. I can always hit a Planet Fitness or something like that. Mr. Z is coming to the Rancho, and that's going to be a lot of fun. He's already expressed the desire to want to go chooching around Oakland, and that's cool. I will be out again this Saturday. The prior trips were really a warm-up for the next section of Oakland, which is really getting into the deep end of the pool. I turned back last time after meeting Robert at that McDonald's. That was about the end of the line. It was getting worse by the block. More spooky. Well, we're going into the deep end of the pool this Saturday. Should be eye-opening. I avoided some of the side streets because I sensed that Narce was not comfortable. He would be like, oh, do we really have to go down? You know, what are we doing down here, Aunt Rosie? You know, can we just stick to the main street? No, I don't stick to the main street in life, bro. I'm all about the side streets. Anything ever interesting that's happened, or I should say 90% of it, happens on the side streets. I will be down in Compton. I will be down in the Bowery. I will be down on Skid Row, Al Michaels. I will be on Hollywood Boulevard. I will be on Venice Beach. I just got to watch myself. You know, I don't want to get gear stolen, especially if I'm stepping up to really high power gear. Lynn says the blowback you're getting from MB is completely not. Well, as far as I'm concerned, Vinny has not signed on to it, but I consider myself in a peace treaty happily right now. I don't ever start stuff here on YouTube, as you guys know. And I'm not much of a counterpuncher because what's the point of it? You can go back and forth and wear yourselves out. But brother, unless you keep bringing the drama people are going to fly away to the next thing. So all I can honestly say to Mama Bears, I do wish you the best. And Becca. And I hope that the future is bright and happy for you. Just like I hope it's bright and happy for me, for Pam and Rick, for everybody else that's involved in this drama. But I refuse to be a party of it and give people the attention that is not deserved. Let other people do that. How you doing, Vanessa? People wonder how you build a channel, and I've lost subs. Every day's gain and loss, but over time you gain traction because you're always thinking about content. You're always thinking about, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? What am I going to show people? What fun people are going to come onto the stream? What beautiful sights? What ugly sights? I could no more just sit around, doing state of the steering wheel addresses, doing state of the queen bed addresses, and fly around the moon. How you doing, Sweet Meadow? How you doing, Andrea? Andrea, I have no fear of Compton whatsoever. Bell Gardens, Compton, Commerce, Santa Ana. I have zero fear of it. Okay. Not worried at the least. I'm very familiar with the territory down in LA. Chinatown. To me, it's much more dangerous around the Chinatown area because people are taking up every square inch, camping in tents and shit on the streets, on the sidewalks, and blocking everything. So let me get to the first topic today, which is really the BOYT money go round. And you'll notice in all the current drama, the one common thread through all of it is money. And whether we like it or not, hello, Dancing Dawn. And whether we like it or not, we don't live in a communist country. We can't control what people do on the other side. We put out the content. People view it. People make decisions. Sometimes some people enjoy the content enough that they want to be supportive of the content. It's a beautiful thing. But I will tell you this. I've really not, except for one individual, I've really not had a scrap of problem on YouTube ever with money. I'm doing good, Holly. How you doing, babe? Everything is a buck, 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 buck. I've not had a bit of problems on YouTube when it comes to money. You ask yourself, hey, chairman of the board, Norm, you ask yourself why. And it's because of the way I've chosen to align myself. I've never had a GoFundMe. To me, GoFundMes are for dire need, just my opinion. Urgent situations, like the poor woman that Carl Brook was talking about, that was on a sailboat leaning down over her drive shaft in the engine compartment doing something. And instead of turning that engine off and that transmission putting it in neutral, she leaned down with that spinning drive shaft, got her hair caught in it, and had her scalp torn off. From here to here, just torn. There's a GoFundMe I'll contribute to. Yeah, I don't think GoFundMes are for frivolous things in life. But I don't tell other people what to do with their setups, with the way they approach things. But I will say this, I've not had a bit of trouble because when you voluntarily just stick a tip jar out there, you're not compelling anybody to do anything on YouTube. But you'll see, and the chairman of the board, Norm F, is here. You see a lot of people flapping their wings now and all aflutter about what's going on YouTube. What's real? What's not? Yeah, you have the privilege, not the privilege, you have the ability to donate or not. No, nobody's a second-class citizen. But let's get it right. We're not in a communist nation. People have the right to act as individuals and do with their money what they wish to do with it. Nothing more, nothing less. Hey, Jen. How you doing, Sean? That, I think, is the key. Be passive in the approach. And I think over the long haul, you net a lot of support. But remember, your content has to be engaging. Your content has to bring people back, not because of drama, but because people enjoy the stories that you're telling. Yes, sometimes you're going to be swept in drama. There's man down again. You know, people are going to be curious. They want to tune in. They want to see what's going on. It's natural. It's life. It's life at a safe distance, especially on my channel. Something that many of you would have the sense not to do. I roll in, not because I particularly want to get in trouble, but because it's something that I enjoy doing. Bringing down rock level, earth level, ground level stories of the way a lot of people live in this country and sharing those stories. Which brings me to the point of Norm F, the Jade Master here. As many of you know, I lived in China for 5 years, and much of Chinese history and culture is taught through Confucianism and very strong traditions. Thank you, we see you. Very strong traditions in China. And long ago, because very few people were trained to write Chinese, to read Chinese, just like in this country, until the advent of public schools in the early 1900s, very few people knew how to read, much less write in this country. China was the same way. How you doing, Cheryl? China was the same way. So long ago, thousands of years ago, the Chinese learned the best way to teach lessons and to instruct kids was to tell stories, because stories stick with you. And one of the most famous stories that was taught to me when I was sitting out in Western China in some shithole up in Northwest China, or Xinjiang province, sand blowing 60 miles an hour, sitting around some godforsaken roadside inn, eating God knows what in the bowl. And it's amazing what you'll eat when you're hungry. Guy relayed a story to me about the Jade merchant. And I think it's very apropos for the chairman of the board, Norm F. And the story was told about an apprentice. And let me just preface this by saying I've received more mail about Norm F, the chairman of the board, in the last 2 weeks than probably I have in any period on YouTube in the 6+ years that I've been on here. And what do you think hey Uber Goober lady, and what do you think the number one question about the chairman of the board is? What do you think the number one question is? Big time mail. How you doing, Tim? Let's do a little quiz. How you doing, Briss? No, not boxers a brief. Not how big is his schlong. Not what he does for a living. That's close. Question who he is. The number one question that I get asked on here is Norm F real? Thus, I relate the story of the Jade Merchant. And the Jade Merchant was, they had the guilds in China just like they had in medieval Europe. If you wanted to be a tinsmith, you apprenticed with a tinsmith. If you wanted to be a goldsmith, you apprenticed with a goldsmith. If you wanted to be a metal worker, a jewelry maker, glass maker, silk manufacturer, you apprenticed with a master. And it was a long and arduous process. But at the end of that process, you knew inside out. You knew your craft like nobody's business. Change that topic. Very interesting. One day an apprentice came to see a Jade Master, and the Jade Master looks the guy over and says, "Do you really have what it takes to be a Jade Merchant?" And the kid's like, "Yeah, I would love to learn." So the Jade Master took a piece of jade, put it in the kid's hand, probably a 14, 15-year-old kid, put a piece of jade in his hand, left hand, put the broom into his right hand and said, "Sweep my shop up, clean everything up, sharpen my tools, make everything good for tomorrow." The kid's like, "Hey, no problem at all. I'll do that. Hey, mom of 3 boys, I'll do that." He did that for the first week. Every time he would come into the shop, that Jade Merchant, that master would put a piece of jade in his left hand, give him the broom and said, "Clean up time." After a week, the kid's like, "I'm not learning anything about jade. All I'm doing is being a slave to you and cleaning up your shop. And I'm sick of it. Here's your broom. You can take this broom and stick it where the sun don't shine." Well, the Jade Master's like, "Well, there's one gone." One day, apprentice showed up. "I really want to learn about the jade business. I really want to be a Jade Master like you. Your reputation is all over Xi'an and Central China. You're the best of the best of the best, brother." Jade Merchant does the same thing. Puts that piece of jade in his hand, puts the broom in the other hand and says, "Get to work sweeping, son. We're a 6-day-a-week operation here, and say hello to your life." After about a year of doing that, the kid says, "I'm not learning anything about jade." Gives the broom back, goes on his way, and the Jade Merchant's like, "See you later. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you." Finally, after about a year, another apprentice comes along, wants to apprentice to the Jade Master. And this one lasts 5 years. Every day, 6 days a week, coming to that shop and having a piece of jade slapped in his hand and a broom slapped in his other hand, cleaning, making the shop right, sharpening the tools, the lapidary used to polish, and at the end of the 5-year period, he turned to that Jade Master and said, "You know what? I've given 5 years of my life for a simple bowl of rice every day, and you've not taught me one thing about what it is to be a Jade master. Jade master picked up, put it in his hand. You know what he put in his hand? Put the broom in the other hand. And that apprentice turned to the Jade master and said, "Why did you put this piece of glass in my hand?" And the Jade master said, "Now you know everything that you need to know about what is real Jade." Pretty instructive story. You get exposed to something long enough and you make continuous contact with that thing. And when somebody slips in the counterfeit object, you know it. That apprentice knew what was put on his hand, and after 5 years, and on that, starting that 6th year, had become so intimately familiar with the feel of Jade and having that in his touch that he was a Jade master. And nobody was ever going to fool him. So how do we relate this to the chairman of the board? Sometimes people come along. We've seen a ton of people come along here on YouTube. Some people have an agenda, giving money. Some people, you know, Dave had a plan. He wanted to run Dave the Fisherman. And then somebody, when you've been around this long enough, 5, 6 years, you know what's real and what's not. And as many people have said to me that Norm F is Dave, Norm F is Dave the Fisherman, Norm F is Vinny G, Norm F is Sean the Brit, Norm F is Cassidy Hampton with a voice changer. I know the real deal when I see it. I know the real deal when I see it. We can't explain Norm F's thought processes, but I don't think it's imperative to understand those thought processes to just say thank you. Glad you came here. Glad you enjoyed my content. And thanks. How you doing, Sesame Son? Norm F, the Jade Master. This thing about YouTube being a business, this is really the heart of what I wanted to talk about. And then it's open question, comment, whatever you guys want to talk about. People approach YouTube in different ways. Most of us put up content, and in the beginning, probably the first year, 3 years, we don't really think about. We don't really think about how you doing, spirits. We don't really think about money. We don't think about putting up content to make money, because we know the first lesson that you learn down on YouTube is when you look around and you see, wow, people actually get paid for views. And then you look at the amount of payment, it's like, really? And then you look at your videos and you have 34 views. And you do the math and you think, wow, 1,000 views and that's 70 cents. It's a big payday. 7.35 cents today. You don't do it for the money. But then you've done that for enough years because you have the passion to do it. You've carved out your own niche, not by copying other people, but by being your own person. And you'll find out here on YouTube that copycats never really fare that well. Because to really succeed here on YouTube, in my opinion, you have to create original content, whether it's a persona, whether it's a personality, or whether it's content. You can only really succeed in being your true, authentic self here on YouTube. So I don't really have any issue with people that treat it as a business beyond that. Because there is some intellectual honesty to that. To reach a point where you tell people what it's about. But remember, the passion has to cover all. Yes, today was Google Payday. Cassidy says, find something you love to do, folks, and you will make money at it if you stick to it. If you have a passion for something, you'll never work a day in your life. If you love chooching every day, you will never work a day in your life. You might get your ass kicked. You might get laid up in the hospital. But if you live, you'll have an epic chooch, right? How you doing, cute kitty? Isn't that right, Cassidy? And a real passionate person, when that Rosie O'Kelly meets her fate on a dark alley off of International Boulevard in Oakland, her first thought upon regaining consciousness will be, I hope all that went onto the video. I hope that made it up on the upload. No risk, no reward. How you doing, Dr. Fish? What's going on? This is why I had a problem last night, and I did a video specifically targeting one person, because the frustration is so palpable in that person. I will not mention the name. But whether somebody donates or doesn't donate, or tips or doesn't tips, that's the least of your problems. The most of your problem is having the passion to create the content and patiently grow an audience and grow a following. There are no shortcuts. As frustrating as it is, you have to have content that's going to attract and grow an audience. And if you try to jump forward and grab for the money, you're going to get screwed. The worst thing you can be seen at here on YouTube is to be somebody that just goes for the gold without doing the time on the rock pile. That's it. How you doing, Ashley? How you doing, Tasha? Nice to see you. Putting the time in, putting the effort in. And obviously, if you have to whine and complain about it, it's not your passion. Because whether anybody donated a thin dime or tipped a thin dime wouldn't be consequential to what you do on YouTube. And that's the bottom line. Yeah, King Hippo. I go through every day and I unblock. We got the Dr. Fish in the house. How you doing, Misdemeanor? I think one of the greatest pursuits here on YouTube that we've had for years is, when somebody comes along and they rattle the bars like a Norm F. It really causes some people to scratch their heads and wonder, what's the plan? What's the deal? And I've talked about this a lot of times. We can't ever know, but we can react to it. Hypothecate, guess. But at the end of the day, it's really not our business. Twerk it. Yeah, there you go, Dr. Fish. Is that my Dr. Fish? Shake the bull by the horns. That's exactly what you did, Chairman. Chairman of the board, Norm F. So it is Troll-A-Rama time. So anybody have any comments, anything that else that you want to know? I have purposely tried to stay clear, as I mentioned in the beginning. Although I appreciate Vinny G is an independent agent, and Vinny G can do what, thank you, Tanya. Vinny G can do, Vinny, you do you. But the truce that was brokered, I appreciate that. And I will abide by that. And I will not get involved in that drama. Yeah, I guess they're on high. I don't know. How you doing, Cobra John? Well, I'm not sure, Lindsay. I'm going to take the high road. I'm not going to be involved in a lot of that. Hopefully none of that. I got a lot of good stuff. Thank you, Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish in the house. Yeah, misdemeanor. I think I'm making my points here today. And I just think we all have discovered that there's a lot of individuals here and a lot of people that march to the beat of their own drummers. And we have very little influence over what these people do, the things that they believe. Some of those things come from cultural differences. Some of those things come from native language differences. Some of those things come from something as subtle as not understanding sarcasm or not understanding irony or not understanding what it is to tell a joke or to have a laugh. A lot of that comes from that. And that is the reality. Take care, Tasha. Yeah, Missy Jenn. Missy Jenn is, she's around here. Yeah, I was there on that stream with Mayor Bear and Dr. Fish on there. That's right, Holly. You can only be responsible for yourself, period. You can and do have total control over what you do, but not over what other people do. Other people may see things that we don't see in other people. And although you may stand there on the train tracks and warn people that a runaway train and it's a dire emergency, don't jump on that train. You know, some people are going to jump on. But that's their choice. How you doing, Granny? Gary said, when do you think you'll do more videos of the RV? I don't know, Gary. I have quite a few videos on building out this ProMaster City. Yeah, Terry, that's good. Terry says Elvis has peeved me off with his racist talk. It's up to that stream person, Terry, to take control of that stream. You know, because as I've said here on my panels, on my chat, if you behave yourself, then all is good. If things spin out of control, Well, I can control that. How you doing, Joe King? How you doing? That's it. Don't jump off till it stops. How you doing, Nicole? Yeah, that's right, Joe King. It's been an epic one today. But it's been a positive one. Hey, Mills, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing, Pam? Pam, I sent you a message on Twitter. It's all good. I just expressed an opinion to you, but our friendship can easily sustain that, so that's all good. Welcome aboard. Hey, Easy Money. Always happy to see you, Pam, and best to Ricky. There you go, Tom. Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool, Pam. I hope it wasn't on account of me, but I'm just saying I only expressed an opinion. I love being a porch person, as you know, and I love being a Patreon member. Take care, Jerry. And I have a lot of love for you and Ricky and the porch. Yeah, Joe King has style. How you doing, Pecan Baby? Hey, how you doing? Sam, the boardroom in the house. Take care, RB Radio. Well, I'm a nobody here, Pam, but I appreciate that, honey. I just think you have so many positives in your life and so much fun stuff, but I'm nobody. I just offered an opinion. But it's always wonderful to see you. Good afternoon, Kiwana. Like I said, I want to say to you, Pam, I appreciated what you did, stepping up. I don't back guess your motives. I just say thank you. As I said before, I don't speak for Vinny G. Vinny G wasn't a part of our little tete-a-tete on Dave's channel the other night. Vinny's a free agent. Vinny, you do you. But I appreciated you. Hey, how you doing, Tucker? I appreciated you trying to smooth things out. And I feel happy for my part, so I plan on sticking to that 100%. Out of respect for you and everybody else that's involved. How you doing, Robert? Nice to see you. That's good. That's good. The porch peace accord. I feel really good about that. Well, Tom, the RVs are still a pretty big, important part of this community. Yeah, I hope you're feeling good, Tucker. Peach tree in bloom. Yeah, it's that time, Norm. We're going to be doing video all of our peach and plum trees and peach in real beautiful bloom. Peach trees are nice and pink. Well, Terry says MB has not agreed to the peace treaty either. Well, I'm going to take the high road and keep myself clear of it. That's all that I can do. That's all I can do is keep myself try to honor what the intent was on there. Tom Finland, this is nothing compared to what RVing was in this community before. So, yeah, thank you, Mills. Yeah, being neutral is a great place to be. Fresh fruit from Africa. Yeah, it's a beautiful time of year, first day of spring. Yeah, I never have, Terry. You know, and I did say, you know, I did offer to, you know, I was really drunk up one night and talked about Vegas, but I fully apologize for that. Went into her chats afterward and had no issue with that. So, you know, if I do something stupid, I own it. And I will apologize for it. Pecan. Norm is in high demand, pecan baby. Mangoes are good. Bring back the old drunk Rosie, huh? How you doing, Crystal? I do miss drinking, that's for sure. What is it? 16 days down and 24 to go. Yeah, that's it, Pam. I mean, that's all you can do, and I hold you in high regard because of that, because of the attempt. And it's fine. There'll be no blowback on you. Time for a beer or some Coors Light. There you go, Tanya. I'm more interested in being on the road anyway. Yeah, thank you, Uber Goober lady. I'm more interested in make a Michelada. Thanks, Joe King. One day at a time. Pecan baby. The chairman of the board is in high demand, honey. There's only so much typing on that keyboard can be done. Yeah, that's what I love, being on the road, bringing that content. And once again, Mr. Z will be in town. Looking forward to hanging out with Mr. Z. That's going to be good content. Hopefully we'll get JK NoCal down here. Have a little pizza time. Yeah, I'm going to be packing on Saturday, Pam. I'm packing my 2 million Scoville units. I might be packing today. Don't know what I'm going to do. I'm getting tired of seeing Santa Rosa every day. Woo! You do that well, Tucker. Yeah, we'll be doing good. Yeah, Mr. Z's quite the looker, huh? He's a nice guy. There you go, Tom Finland. You're Protestant, and I still keep you around. That's how much I love you, brother. Look at that. I keep Nicole around. You know what she is. There you go. Pecan baby, you got yours. Oh, you got a package from Mr. Z yesterday. Awesome. We love Mr. Z. There you go, agnostic. That's cool. I'm going to be cooking tomorrow night. Not sure what I'm going to be making. I'm trying to vary it up a little bit, get away from cakes and pies. I did the wonderful soft pretzels for teeny weeny bikini baking. Open for suggestions. Hey, how you doing, Shauna? Hope you're doing good, honey. Hugs for you. I'm going to be doing some cooking. Cook something with peanut butter. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's going to be tomorrow night. Do some dinner food. Yeah. How about a coffee cake? Yeah, I'm going to make a coffee cake tomorrow night. That's a good idea, Mouse Toes. How about that? Yeah, let's do a coffee cake. Good idea, Mouse Toes. We're going to do the Mouse Toes coffee cake tomorrow night. That's great. Saturday's going to be, like I told you guys before, Saturday, the first few trips to Oakland here have been training ground for 65th to 95th Street on International Boulevard. That's the real. This is where I turned back last time. It started getting real uncomfortable up there. And I had a lot of people, you shouldn't have turned around. Keep moving. Make some homemade chili. There you go, Joe King. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do. I'm going to plan on making next Saturday after we have crabbing, maybe. Let's plan on the coffee cake for tomorrow night, and let's plan Sunday making it. I do like a chili con carne, and now it's always very. I'd like to change it up a little bit and make a good one. And I've made it before, so we'll be doing in the kitchen on Sunday, clothed. We'll make Joe King's Texas chili. Yeehaw. Yeah, and I think Shauna, we're going to make some cornbread with it too, honey. Shauna Mail's cornbread. How about that? Well, Nicole Green, don't get it twisted, honey. Ain't nobody have garlic bread with chili in America. Clothes, yeah. Goulash, German style. You know what, Norm? Mr. Z sent me a nice thing of this sauerkraut. Absolutely delicious in the jar. We don't do it here, honey. This is America, hon. We don't do garlic. We do cornbread with our chili. And we don't do no Yankee cornbread. Okay? She gained from here. Tell her, Mouse Toast. Yep. We're America, honey. Texas chili tits out. Yeah, in this country, garlic bread, tell her, Shauna, garlic bread is meant for pasta. We like cornbread here in America. Soft meat cooked slow. That sounds good. Norm, it's like a nice pork shoulder, right, with sauerkraut. Oh, man. Woo! America, fuck yeah. Yeah, I do the cast iron skillet bread. That's the kind that I do. Yeah, I know Scarlett said us Yankees make great cornbread with honey and molasses. I will be using honey. Actually, honey's really good for the cornbread. That's what you got to have. Proud to be in America, where I know I can be free. Don't forget the butter. Joe King is used to having the wrench. Nobody starves in America. That's right, Norm. Not on my watch. Tanya, cornbread is like the perfect complement to chili. A good chili. Frito. You like Fritos in that. I like to have Fritos on the side, Joe King, so that people can put it in if they want to into that. Yeah, that's true, Norm. Well, it's called sweet. Yeah, city cornbread. How you doing, Jan Adams? Nice to see you, honey. All we ever had was real cornbread. We never had the Yankee cornbread. You feed everyone. There you go. Yeah, big tortilla chips are nice. That's a good idea, Tanya. Oh, you never had cornbread with chili? That's like the ultimate. That's like the ultimate compliment on there is the cornbread and chili in America is like a hell of a combo. You do the skillet cornbread, which means you preheat that skillet. You get that baby hotter than hell on top of the stove. Make sure you grease it up, real cast iron. And you pour that batter into that hot sucker and it gets that crust, and then into the oven it goes. Then you cut it right out of the skillet. Delicious. Yeah, some people add corn to it too, Scarlett. Exactly. Yeah, attempt making it. And Norm, I had that real Canadian maple syrup. Delicious. Yeah, I sure can, Pam. I sure can, honey. I'm going to find a good Texas style one. Cornbread mush. Yeah, very good. Very tasty, Jan. Delicious. Kerrygold butter. Yeah, good stuff. Vanessa, I've never had cornbread. We don't get that in the U.S. You know, corn is a true American thing. So cornbread, I've never traveled to other countries and seen cornbread. Yeah, it's syrup time now in Canada. Norm, you gonna go out and tap a few trees? The chairman of the board out there putting those taps in. Yeah, that'll be fun on Sunday. Right. So I got to pick up a lot of stuff tomorrow. Yeah, cream corn in it. That's good. That's the one. Yeah, to get that, tap those trees. I think people are surprised that syrup is clear when it comes in. You can't put it in any pine tree. It's a sugar maple pine. And what does it take, Norm? Like 10 gallons to make 1 quart of pure maple syrup. I mean, it takes a lot of boiling down. How you doing, Ufta? How you doing, sweetie? Corn fritters are delicious too. Put a little bit of powdered sugar on top of them. Woo! Yeah, we don't snack here, Harvey. Birch syrup, yeah. I never had birch syrup. Nice. Yeah, 1,000 gallons to make 10 gallons. Can you imagine that? That's why real maple syrup, not the bullshit that's not that stuff that's, what the hell is it? A high fructose corn syrup with maple flavoring. Be real. And they have a grade A and a grade B. What's happening, Marshall? They have a grade A and a grade B maple syrup in Canada. And once you've had real maple syrup, yeah, it's expensive. But it can't even compare to, I mean, the high fructose corn syrup that's Mrs. Butterworth or Golden Griddles can't even compare to the taste. Amber, that's it. Grade is the best. Yep. Yeah, corn syrup. Yeah, it's garbage. This stuff kills you. It's what ails this country. Just Mel. That's exactly what ails this country is high fructose corn syrup. Oh, it tastes so much different. It tastes so much different. Yeah, they put that crap in beer. you want to make a real dessert. You want to make something that's going to blow the socks and blow the wig off somebody. Take a cheesecake and make it maple flavored cheesecake. My goodness, one of the tastiest things I've ever had in my life. Or make a maple cream pie. Ooh, with graham cracker crust. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's been sunny outside. Blow the wig off there. Could you imagine that? Woo! Dave the fisherman makes for syrup. Well, Dave has a place, and I'm going to be seeing him on the way up to actually to see you, Norm, stopping off there. They have a place called the Machine Shed there. And I'm kind of guessing that they have real maple syrup and not high fructose corn syrup. Yeah, good. Nicole and is going to meet Sean tomorrow. That's going to be great. Cheery cheese pie. Yeah, you can buy pure maple syrup. Okay, Norm. When are you going to be back, Norm? When are you going to be back in Canada? Are you on the road to the U.S. or? Well, just call me sometime. We'll see what's going on. Oh, Mrs. Butterworth. I don't know what they do. Oh, on the road in Canada. Okay. Okay. I've never been there, Tanya. Oh, coast to coast. That's cool. Are you going to be doing videos, Norm? Yeah, Mrs. Butterworth is corn syrup that's flavored with fake maple. I have to look into that. Sounds fun, Norm. Sounds like a great adventure. Yeah, yeah. Get it, Andrea. Get it brushed out and put it on. Yeah, it should be, Norm. It sounds good on paper anyway. That would be really cool. That'd be a lot of fun. Yep, don't blow it off. Yeah, they have real maple extract. That's great. Safe travels. Good for you. Are you going to get a rig, Norm? Oh, Lance 1161. Oh, that's the truck camper. Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's it. Let me look that. Let me look that up. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. There's the. That's really nice, Norm. That's the. That's the Lance 1161. It's nice. Oh yeah, 60s. I always try to interact with the chat. That's a lot of fun. That's great. Lance is good quality. I'm excited to see your travels. That's very exciting. Oh wow, Shauna, that's nice. F350 diesel. Yeah, if you're going to Compton, yeah, I'm going to be in Florida in the fall. You're coming down in for October and well into November. Come back for holiday season, then on the road again. I'll be traveling pretty much 70% 80% of the time. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Love to meet you too, Sesame Son. I like to meet people. I've met more people on YouTube than anybody else. It's been wonderful. '98 Dodge Stratus. It looks like a nice rig. I'm going to look at the inside, that Lance. Let me see what it looks like on the inside. Norm's got me intrigued now. Lance 1161. Is that the one with the slide out, Norm? Oh, that's nice on the inside. Is that the one with this? Yeah, one pop out. That is nice. Man, oh man. Look at that on the inside. Sweet. Woo! Styling and profiling, brother. That's nice looking. Side door entry, one of the most spacious in campers. Large skylight in the dry bath, massive galley, comfortable driver's side slide out, perfect travel companion. That's pretty darn cool. That's pretty cool. That's good. Yeah, the kitchen pops out. That looks cool. I will be in LA. Took a long time to get. That's a nice looking rig. Hey, Blinky. How you doing, honey? Beautiful. Yeah, they're nice. You don't have to worry about parking them. What was it? Hard to find one, Norm, or what took a long time? Tracking one down? Oh, used. Okay. Trying to find a decent one. That's a pretty cool rig, though. Oh, thank you. Thank you. 10,000 used. Looks like it's worth it. What year is it again, Norm? See what year that is. George is, I don't know, the neighbors are out on the street, out on the alley. 2003. Okay. Thing I like about that is the thing that really appeals to me about that is it has the side door on it. There it is. I like that. Pretty cool. Man, I'm jealous. It's a nice looking rig. There's the 2003 truck mounted. Man, that's nice. That's nice. Good deal, Norm. Good snag. That's cool. Yeah, I think we're going to be out on a chooch this afternoon. I haven't figured out where yet, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pretty much I've said what I wanted to say on here. And yeah, it's your home on wheels. That'll be nice for traveling. That'll be really nice. Anyway, gonna go ahead and shut it down. If anybody has any last thoughts or anything they want to say, we'll wait a couple minutes. Oh yeah, the Oakland ones. Yeah, I don't know. I've enjoyed the Petaluma ones. They were really good. Yeah, you're welcome, Norm. Thank you. Do the Luther Burbanks. I have a couple tours of that. Thank you, Bella. Dumping that black tank. Yeah, be safe, everybody. Be safe, be sweet. Alcatraz. That's kind of overrated, Andrea. Yeah, tomorrow. Let me check the weather. Let me see what the weather is going to be like here. Yeah, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. How about that? Thankfully, Saturday will be really nice for Oakland. And we have Monday showers, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday showers. Should be pretty good. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Peace out and have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.